All right, this is a quick demo of the tracking feature in the Hohem iSteady V3 Ultra gimbal. So right now, it's got this little green light on this AI tracker that looks like if I cover up the little lens, it freaks out. So anyway, there's a lens right there. That little black thing is a lens, and then it's also a fill light. But that's what's tracking me. So if I move around, let me leave the camera like this. It's kind of hard to do this. You could see, I don't know if you could see this or not, that the camera is moving as I'm moving my body. So it's kind of cool. And I can remove this little live viewfinder, which also has a tiny joystick on here. And I can move the camera, or my phone, which is the camera. Can you see that? How it's tilting up and tilting down, and I can move it side to side like that. So this is a great little gimbal. It's pretty cool. You can also have it do things like change the orientation by using your hand gestures. So let me show you that. So first of all, on the remote, there's a button that will let you change the orientation. Just by tapping it, you can see that it went to landscape. Tap it again, it goes to portrait. You can also zoom in and out. Hello. And zoom back out like so. So that's pretty cool. Now, if you look at this, you can see that it's red, which means it's not tracking me. So if I click this button back here on the back, it's a trigger, and now it's green, and now you could see that it is tracking me again. The camera is moving, the gimbal is moving the phone back and forth as I move back and forth. And now, if I use a hand gesture, I can get it to rotate to landscape. But since I'm holding this phone, it makes it kind of difficult to do that. Let me see what I can rig up here. All right, so now if I put my hands and go like this, you can see that it just rotated. And then I can make it rotate again, usually. Sometimes it doesn't want to rotate back. You can see that the little green light right there is blinking. It's like it's not tracking me anymore. So I can click it with the button here, and it will go back, and then the light is red again. So I have to hit the trigger on the back for it to track me again. So now you can see that it is moving back and forth as it's tracking me. And now if I do that gesture again with my hands like that, come on. Whoop, it's not tracking me. Hold on. If I do the gesture, there, it flipped. So it's pretty cool. Now you can also use this button right here on this little remote to start a recording. So if I press this button, you will see, well, that wasn't very attractive, but you will see that it will start recording. Right there is showing that it is recording. And if I press it again, it stops recording. And of course, the whole idea of a gimbal is to make sure that your video is stable, no matter how you are moving your hands. As you can see that it's keeping the camera steady, as in the same orientation. Whoa, in the same orientation right there. So yeah, that's what a gimbal does. So there you have it. That's the Hohem iSteady V3 Ultra Gimbal. That's a mouthful for a pretty interesting accessory if you like to create video content with your smartphone. Right now, I'm using it with my iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I will say that I had to take the case off because it has these little claws right here. Let me flip this around. You can see that it has this little holder, and my phone is pretty thick, so without taking off the case, it didn't want to fit in there very well. So that's just something to be aware of. But other than that, I think this is a pretty cool gadget, and I'm sure that I'm going to be getting some really good use out of it. I especially like this removable remote that can be a live view, and it's the same little remote that you can use to move the gimbal and start and stop a video just like this.